show. Grab your folding chairs. The one and only Jerry Springer is joining us live in studio. Then Candace Bailey goes behind the scenes at the Titmouse animation studio. Plus, we take a trip down memory lane when we look back at Kevin's adventures in Japan. And we lock and load with the latest flicks to hit the shelves, including Safe House and John Carter of Mars in DVDuesday. Unless you're scaling roofs to fight crime, sit your butt down and enjoy it.
The show. I'm Kevin Pereira. So good to see you. Oh.
What was that?
I don't know. Something broke.
And I'm Candace Bailey. We are coming to you live. Is there an earthquake?
We got stompers here.
Stompers. Got it.
The
Stompers.
Mammoths are coming out of the tar pit to stampede us. Everybody's excited.
This is Kevin's last week.
Last week, everybody. And it's a quick one. 3 shows left. OMG.
It's so sad.
What will I do except find happiness? No,
that is creepy.
It's setting in this week. I've been totally in denial and ignoring it and just really not focusing on it at all and self-medicating. Thanks, California. And I only recently, as in this morning, started paying attention to the fact that I've got 3 shows left. Like, this is it.
Well, then you have E3.
Well, yeah, but that's a whole other thing. That's a celebration of gaming
shows
and not of me, so I could care less. But it's really, really hitting close to home because Jerry Springer's on the show today.
Yes!
Which is amazing. He's been on the program before. He didn't attack this before, actually.
Did he really?
And he crushed it. He was amazing.
I bet he was way better than I've ever been on Attack.
He's better than any of us could ever be. I mean, he's Jerry freaking Springer. But he's here today to give me my exit interview. So it's a couple days early, but it'll be weird. He's going to interview me, which is it's an honor. I'm so glad he's here. He's such a nice guy. So.
Sarah and I are going to be pulling each other's hair and like hitting each other over the head in the background.
Exactly. One of you will turn out to be a man. You'll reveal that to me. I won't care. We'll have sex anyways. It's going to be a traditional Jerry Springer interview. We could talk about what we did on the weekend, but I think that's good. We can move on, right?
We ready?
You guys want to? What'd you do on the weekend?
I went to a wedding.
Okay, that was good. Let's go around the net. Four now. I didn't hear those beeps when you were backing it up. There we go. Yeah.
A little shoulder bump.
Dumps like a truck. Listen, we're just, that was a shout out to my boy Cisco. Is he dead? No one knows. Listen, we're just coming back from the long Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people went swimming for the first time since last year.
Yes.
I know I did.
Me too.
Little dip.
But apparently, a lot of those people spent the colder months forgetting how to swim.
Wait. Oh, Wait. Wait.
It's that bone-on-stone contact.
Wait a minute, everybody.
What?
Was that cliff diving? More like cliff dying. Am I right? Am I right, Kevin? Yeah.
I don't want to admit it, but I think she's right.
Yes,
I actually think
I am right. I did it. Yes.
it's pretty good when you think about it.
It is.
Cliff dying.
Next up, a cute hamster.
Oh, yeah!
Yay!
A hamster that gets shot.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Adorable. There's nothing special about that. Matt Myra does the exact same thing.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, Kevin. That's adorable. See?
Absolutely. Hey, Matt.
Enjoy that day rate, Matt Myra. Thanks, buddy.
Wait, you get a day rate?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You get it. Congratulations, buddy. You did it. Matt Myra.
You
Not for
know,
nothing, I'd like to see Matt Myra standing here in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? A little post E3.
I think he will.
Yeah. Just as in a couple weeks, man. In a couple weeks.
No, Matt, you can come on now. It's okay.
Too aggressive.
You know, there's an old saying, there are plenty of fish in the sea.
Yes, but nobody told that to the laziest sea lion ever.
Oh! 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 What are you doing? He wants my fish. Okay, guy. Hey! Hey! No! No! Get off! He smells your fish. No! 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 Bad dog. So here we are out in the Pacific, minding our own business, catching fish, and then along comes this thing. Oh!
Crazy!
Yay, the sea lion got the fish.
I mean, yes, that is cute and sweet and adorable, but aren't sea lions the sex offenders of the deep?
No,
Aren't they the ones that...
no, that's dolphins.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
She's screwing me, right? Is it really dolphins?
No, I'm not screwing you.
Siri, cancel my swim with the sea lions and book a swim with the dolphins, please.
Of course. And now for a physical demonstration of what happens when matter meets antimatter.
Or in this case, what happens when matter meets patio furniture. Come on! What the F, man? 10 years! 10 years I spent at G4 just wishing for one day to see big wet boobs in a swimming pool. That's BS and you know it. I have one request from my last week.
There you go, Kevin.
Thank you, everybody. Let's talk about soccer. It's what I do when I'm angry.
Okay.
Hate it. Or it's football, as you pretentious international types call it. It's boring. Puts me to sleepy times.
Thankfully, one YouTuber discovered a way to make soccer awesome by pairing it with After Effects and Led Zeppelin's Ode to Intentional Mystery, Cashmere.
Oh, Cashmere, yeah.
You get Americans interested in soccer.
Well, that is one way to get them interested in soccer. The other is to have soccer played by sexy ladies in their underwear. Now, I've been doing a lot of thinking about this. I already have lingeриesoccer.org.
Okay.
It's an organization. It's not a .com. I already have a detailed business plan to monetize viewership. So if anybody wants on board... Probably should have asked that before I put in the 2-week notice, huh?
Yeah. You'll figure out something.
I'll get it. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. I've saved.
Kevin's last day of Attack of the Show is Thursday.
Yes, let's remind us.
We've spent the past few shows looking back on some of Kevin's most memorable moments from his time at G4.
You know, they say the best trick that the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. But the best trick I ever pulled was getting G4 to send me to Japan a bunch of times.
Here are some of Kevin's best and worst moments from the land of the rising sun.
What's up with Japan? Something that the Japanese consider to be ethnic cuisine involves putting eggs on everything. That is not healthy. Seriously, every thing. This could be foreskin stuffed with rice. Oh, God. One of these days, we're actually going to get these things down, but today's not the day for me. Less chatty, more drinky? If you want the best electronics in the world, of course, you come to Japan. Quiet.
We've just stumbled upon a pack of wild tripods. It's just beautiful. Look at them. Packs of roving tripods everywhere. Look at that. Built-in sexy detection. Do you see how I put a square around my face? Yes, hello? Thank you for rushing through Yodobashi. Please hold. Oh, look. They come in X-Play and Attack of the Show. The frog purses are made of actual frogs. This is our producer. I've got him trapped in the corner of the store. What'd you say? By the way, the safe word was petunia. Let's do something manly. Now let's dude it up.
I think VIP is cool, and right now you're looking around, it's like, yeah, I'm the only dude in here. But if you look at the stains on this couch, I'm clearly not the only guy who's ever been here. Excuse me, can we get some hot bitches, please? Guys, I asked for hot bitches. You know what that peacock means? What? It's party time. Ah! It's the party peacock! Ah! Oh! That almost makes me feel like a man. Hey, Olivia! Get the out of the road!
You validate?
Oh, that's right, because we've been here for over an hour, and after the first hour, you have to pay a lot.
Give me a hug.
Thank you for not rushing him to Japan.
Thank you. Still ahead, Chris Gore will apparate in studio with John Carter of Mars, Safe House, and Goon for DVDuesday.
And Kevin will hand over the reins of the show to the one, the only Jerry Springer.
Can I walk out of frame now? Are we safe?
Jerry, 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 Jerry.
What happens next?
This motorcyclist is feeling the need for speed. So what happens next? Does he hit a bump and fly off his bike? Does he run into another biker? Or does he almost fall off his bike but save himself at the last second? Find out when we return.
What happens next?
This motorcyclist is feeling the need for speed. So what happens next? Does he hit a bump and fly off his bike? Does he run into another biker? Or does he almost fall off his bike but save himself at the last second? Who needs seatbelts when you have a kung fu grip? I mean, movies. Today is your day. Welcome back, film expert Chris Gore. Hey, Chris. What's this?
My hair looks
Fancy
awesome.
fingers.
My hair
It
looks
does.
awesome today.
It
looks
does.
amazing.
It does.
Just want to point that out.
It
Yeah.
looks amazing. That's
Cool.
what this does. What's up first?
First, we have John Carter.
Now, this film seemed to get a bad rap since it didn't do great at the box office, but I hear you liked it.
I loved it. It really did get a bad rap. I mean, look, box office is not necessarily always a barometer of the #1 movie at the box office. This did the worst at the box office. Don't believe that kind of hype. And the thing is, it was really got screwed kind of by the marketing. Was not great for this film. People didn't understand what it was. They should have called it John Carter of Mars, because then you would have known it was science fiction. And it's it's kind of a reverse Superman story. He goes to Mars, then he has superpowers. But I thought it was great. And Andrew Stanton, who directed Wall-E, did this film, and they really didn't feature in the marketing the heart of the story. You know what John's journey was.
What is that
Plus,
thing?
it's an awesome pet that John befriends on Mars.
Aw, how
And
cute. It's so
see,
scary,
it
but
has cute
it could be
things in it.
cute.
You like cute things.
And Taylor Kitsch is in it, so there's a cute
Precisely. You like abs.
thing. Yes, definitely.
I used to have them.
Oh, I bet you still do, Chris.
Not really.
How are the extras?
The extras are great on it. It has this thing called Disney's second screen, which you can sync to your iPad. So you can be watching the film and then your Blu-ray with the iPad. Little things and little factoids will pop up. There's also a ton of behind the scenes and a commentary by Andrew Stanton. And so if you're a big fan of Wall-E and that sort of style
Yeah.
of science fiction,
You'll love
This is the version with live action.
All right, so what's the bottom line? What is
Bottom
going on
line
here?
is,
Kevin!
the bottom line is, it's a buy. It's definitely, it's a film that's underappreciated. Very underappreciated.
All right, what's our next DVD? Not distracting
The next
at all.
DVD is Safe House. See, Kevin's not going away. He's just got a different job.
That's it.
Just got a different job.
That's it.
Now,
That's it.
Ryan Reynolds' last couple of films haven't been received
I'm
well by
giving it
critics,
movement like MTV.
but I liked them.
Yeah, no, I like Ryan Reynolds too.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I think he's great in Safe House. In Safe House, he plays the CIA agent who runs a safe house, and you see how unglamorous the world of spies can be. It's like waiting around by a phone for weeks. And then occasionally someone like Denzel Washington's character will pop up and things get nasty. And the fighting is not even like, you know, sexy. It's yes, precisely.
What is even going on?
So you really get a different view of the world of spying, and it's got one of the best car chase scenes in recent memory. Really awesome, and just if you're used to 007, this is the flip side of it.
Okay, what are the extras on the disc?
There's a bunch of behind the scenes, but really not as many as I would have liked. So I gotta kind of give this a rent.
Okay,
unfortunately.
that's okay.
I was hoping for more on the extras.
That works. What else do you have to check out?
One of my favorite surprise hit, Goon. The movie Goon.
We haven't really had any movies about hockey since The Mighty Ducks. Was it worth the wait?
Yes, Sean William Scott plays this guy. He's not particularly good at playing hockey, but he can give a punch and take a punch.
Okay.
So he's really out there to protect a guy who's really actually good with the puck. And he gets the crap beat out of him. It's amazing. There's a scene where he uses his face to block a puck as it's being smashed into, losing teeth and blood. And it's like, but first of all, I also...
Uses his face to block a puck?
He uses his entire head and face to block a puck. But it's like, I love hockey. I don't know, any hockey fans? Yeah! Here? I'm a huge hockey fan. Violence is a part of the sport. And I can tell you right now, my top 10 hockey movies, I think we've got time. Slapshot, Mighty Ducks, Miracle. I don't have any others. That's my top 10. But you can add Goon to this list.
All right.
Of my top 10. Perhaps in my lifetime.
I think I know this, but bottom line?
Bottom line is buy it.
Nice.
Buy it. I love Goon. Jay Baruchel is in it and wrote it. He's awesome too.
Okay, real quick.
Surprise hit.
We have time for a quick kick?
Yes. It is the 4th season of True Blood. 5th season is coming up. So if you need to check, 4th season is here and also comes with downloads. Also, you can download through iTunes if you buy the Blu-rays, which is great.
I need to start
Put them on your
watching the
devices.
show. I haven't seen the show
You
yet.
have not watched?
I know, I'm the worst.
This is so your show.
Okay,
Season
done.
1.
Done.
You gotta get it.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
For more Gore, check out his podcast on iTunes.
Hey,
Kevin and Sarah. Hey.
What's up? Now it's your name, and then you say.
Okay, then I say, the biggest gaming event of the year starts next week, and G4 is the official broadcaster of E3.
Our coverage will be overflowing with world premieres and exclusives, including Assassin's Creed 3, Borderlands 2, God of War Ascension, Defiance, and much, much more. Although I will be still playing Diablo 3 the entire time.
Yeah.
It doesn't say it in there, it's just
We
true.
know that. E3 2012 Live starts June 4th at 3 p.m. and lasts all week long.
It does.
Head to g4tv.com/E3
Of
for
course,
more
on cam,
info.
that's us. Hey, still ahead, Jerry Springer will join us live in studio. He's going to demonstrate his interviewing prowess. I think he's good.
Yeah, I think so.
You got it?
Hey, welcome back. My next guest has had even more chairs thrown at him than I have. Please welcome Kevin Pereira.
Hey. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
This is the first time I've seen you since you became a man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was unaware that happened.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you for letting. This is how I find out.
Yes. Was it painful?
Not that I recall.
Yeah,
I don't remember much. It was expensive.
Yes. Yeah. I found this out. I used to be Sally Jesse Raphael. So.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah.
You look great in a suit.
Yeah.
You really do.
Thank you.
I'd have done you then, and I'd still do you now, Jerry.
Yes. As if you hadn't. Well, how did you? No, this is great to be on it. 10 years you've been doing this, huh?
Yeah, give or take. Is that what the card says?
Yeah.
Give or take.
It says
I came to L.A. as a 19-year-old pup.
Yes.
And was a PA and clawed and scratched my way to right here being interviewed by you.
Oh, so you... okay, so when you were...
Sorry, it's you.
You had a real job in the beginning. And then
yeah,
now
no,
you
I
do
did.
This.
Yeah, now I
I
was
passed
pretty
some
easy.
of your producers on the way in here. They say you owe them money.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. It was
Why? You've been great at this, but why are you leaving?
myriad reasons. First and foremost, I have my own company, Super Creative.
Okay.
Check us out, supercreative.tv. What's up, plug?
There you go. There's a plug.
But I love the in front of the camera stuff. I want to go behind the camera
Yes.
as well. I really want to make things. So we're making TV shows. We're doing a big live nerd tour that's kicking off 10 cities at the end of this year. We're going to throw a big nerd carnival and do live shows.
Good for you. Now, speaking of nerds,
Sure.
I mean, this is good, and anything you touch is going to work, so that's great.
I appreciate that.
Don't touch me, because I'm not working anymore. But for 10, but this whole nerd business, I have always been a nerd. But what really I resent about you new nerds, you geeks, is back when I started out in
Sure.
junior high and high school as a total geek, it wasn't cool being a geek.
No.
Nowadays, you got all this technology. You're suddenly the cool guys, and all the cool guys are the guys driving the limos, driving you to work. And all the geeks, we didn't have anything like that. I had a slide rule. I had
Why would you do that to yourself?
well, because I just wasn't cool. I got stood up at the prom, at the senior prom.
Jerry.
And frankly, I'm still ticked about it.
No, I can tell. We should. You know what?
If Phoebe is out there.
We actually have a surprise. Phoebe's here in the wings. Bring her out, guys. Please welcome Phoebe to. Where? Oh no, you're here. I thought maybe we would have pre-produced that.
That's a true.
I'm sorry. Why were you a nerd? Were you a math nerd? Were you?
No, I was. Yeah. I was just a nerd because I wasn't socially adept at all. This is true. My first date was in college. I never had a date in high school, but I would have had one because I asked Phoebe to the senior prom, and she stood me up. The day before the prom, she calls and says she's not feeling well. How do you know how you're going to feel the next day of the prom?
You were all
true.
she needed to feel wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's switch chairs, Jerry. You sit here. I want to talk to you about Phoebe.
I'm still upset.
No, I get it. I
this
get
is
it.
your show.
Now, because have you reached out to Phoebe on Facebook?
I keep going on all these shows and saying, Phoebe, call.
Well, now here's the thing. Do you know if Phoebe's on Twitter? Because I've been tweeting at you. The show has been tweeting at you. We've been messaging at Jerry Springer.
Yes.
Are you on it? Is that actually you?
Well, you just told me that I am.
Well, that's there is an account with your name on it.
Well,
but...
that could be, but it has nothing to do with me. I mean, the show must have done it. Honestly, I just got this iPhone like a month ago. And up to this time, I was using this.
Jerry, that's not an iPhone. That's a stick of butter in a cell phone case. Someone lied to you.
Is that why I don't get reception?
Yeah, no, it's AT&T, but
and
yes.
this
you have both.
Well, this is what I take phone calls on.
Wait, so the agents and managers call that's just for Angry Birds
They
and
don't have my
Instagramming, or
number.
what is that? What do you do with your
agents
iPhone?
obviously don't have my number. I mean, I'm doing this show for God's
here.
sakes.
Come on. Listen, Phoebe might be watching. You're ruining your chances now. I was going to put in a good word with Phoebe.
Well, no, she'd be 68 by now.
Oh,
But
yeah,
that's
she's
what
not.
I am.
Yeah, she's not watching. 68, man. That's
Yeah.
incredible. Now, so 10 years to be at G4 is one thing.
Yes.
Your
Let's talk
show's
about
been good.
you
No,
now.
no, it's
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah.
it's clearly not about me, and it
No,
shouldn't be.
it should be.
Your show's been on for how long?
22 years.
How do you manage?
I'll tell you how it lasts. We are starting to have the children of our original guests on, which is wrong because these people were told not to procreate.
Right, they should never have been allowed. They should
In
have.
fact, we're probably the only show with our own farm system. It's in Alabama, and we grow our own guests.
Of course you do.
We grow our own guests. You can have the technology. We do it otherwise.
Do you have like a chair integration or chair sponsorship for what's going to be thrown at guests as well?
I would like to be able to do commercials either for furniture or trash bags.
You'd be the perfect spokesperson
Jerry
for
Springer.
Glad.
When you're talking trash, you're talking Jerry
There we
Springer.
go. It writes itself.
It writes itself. I want to find out, what were you doing before you... I should be talking to you about you.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's entirely.
What are you doing next? You told us what you're going to do next.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Did you know you would be doing this?
Attack of the Show?
Yeah.
Lord, no.
How
no,
did
no,
you
no.
come up with the name Attack of the Show? When we come back, I want to find out about that. Maybe everyone here knows it.
When we come back from break.
Are we
you
gonna
should
break?
toss the break. This is your baby. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep the dial right where it is, because if you don't watch my show, I'll kill my dog.
Was not expecting that, Jerry.
Thank you. Please don't get up. Please don't get up. You did come back because you care about my dog. So, actually, because we were just talking during the break, you've done, what, 1,500 hours of live TV? I mean,
probably, yeah.
And I'm not just blowing smoke here. At your age, there's no one who has done that.
Thank you.
I mean, there's some people, you know, my age who have been in it for years and years. We've done it, but at the age of, what, 29?
Yeah, I should have self-destructed a while ago.
Yeah.
But I somehow stumbled drunkenly and blindly into 29 years of age and having done countless hours of live TV here and specials.
And to be on TV, because you look like crap. But
Thank you.
No, I just...
No, face made for podcasting, clearly.
Yes. Yeah, for podcasting. Yeah, with us it used to be radio. Okay, so...
what's the radio? What is that? That was a movie. Wasn't Cuba Gooding Jr. in that?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
No, it was, we didn't have talkies when I was a kid.
No talkies?
Yeah. No,
What do you think of the state of media today? Like, looking at how you can get, like, do you care if someone pirates the Jerry Springer Show on their tablet or gets it on their cell phone? Or...
Who would do that?
It's true.
Come on.
It's true.
I want the name of anyone who wants to say
We
one
don't
of
know
our
all of
shows.
their methods at Gitmo.
Yeah.
We don't know what they're doing to those people.
Actually, my show saves tax dollars for the American people because our show is shown throughout the world. And when other countries see our show, they no longer want to come over and take us over. So we don't have to spend so much on defense.
You're the best national defense budget ever.
That's what I think. We keep people away. Yeah, I'd like to personally apologize for the show because we have I've ruined the culture.
Oh, we like to think we're all doing our part there, Jerry. Don't worry.
I'm just worried that hell is really hot. Because I'm very light complected and
Bermuda shorts, you'll be fine. You'll be totally fine.
Nothing, that sentence has never been said. Me and Bermuda shorts being totally fine.
What is your getaway? Because you're doing 40 different projects now. Do you have downtime?
Yeah, I have a little downtime, and truthfully, it's with my family. I have a grandson now who's great. This is a true story. I was saying it in the green room here. My grandson is 4 years old now, and several weeks ago, I was taking him to preschool, and I said, "Come on, Richard, we're running late." He says, "Don't worry, Opa, they're open till 3." But he's 4 years old.
Yeah.
To have the concept that school is open to 3, he's not in a rush.
He's on the right track is what he is. He's going to have his own talk show soon.
But you can see I don't understand your demographic of this show, because why would I tell a story about a grandson?
Because they're all
I'm a
watching.
loser. I'm just a loser, but, you know, I need a job, so.
Well, we're not. Are we paying?
If you could say.
Paying?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Do you understand I'm volunteering for this job? I don't get paid a penny for this. I got expenses.
We're going to pay you per question. You're going to get $1.75 when this interview is over. Don't worry.
Okay, go ahead. $2 or I'm out.
No, what's your escape plan when you do relax with the family? Do you go? I mean, do you have a resort someplace in Cabo that you?
No, we go on vacations all different places. This year, actually, we are going to go to Disneyland because he's 4, which is a perfect age for it. So I'm going to try to do that, and that'll be fun.
Do you have one of those Disney escorts that brings you down Main Street? Like you don't wait in line or bother with fast passes.
I don't. Well, I'm going to have to apparently because this is my first year going there, so this will be it.
Oh no, Jerry! You go to City Hall. You tell them. You show up. You go, "Hey, it's me."
Yeah,
and then suddenly you're the king of the Matterhorn. You're on the mountain. You're yelling at the Yetis.
Yeah, that's what I want to be. Yeah. I'm just hope I'm not tall enough to get on the rides.
Oh.
I don't want to do it. I get sick real easy. Okay. So did you wanted
Oh wait,
to?
This is going to be $2 now. You're going to ask another question.
Yes. So is this something you wanted as a kid to be on television?
Oh no. No,
Nothing.
God, no. No.
No.
I always feel bad when actors or aspiring hosts or whatever
Yeah.
come up to me and they go, "Well, tell us how you do it or how it happened." And the real answer is I didn't really want it. I mean, I'm grateful to have it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But I tripped and fell into it.
Well, isn't that true about everyone? There is no school you go to become a host.
Sure.
I mean, that is true.
I mean, there are thousands of schools you can go to for it, but that doesn't mean anything. It's not a traditional
Well, it
path.
doesn't, but I don't even know where you get training for that. You
Right.
get picked. Every host in the business got picked out because they were doing something else.
Sure. I tell every young starlet that comes to LA that if they just train with me for a couple weeks, I'll make their careers happen.
Yes.
And those poor things, they cry every time.
Yes. Yeah.
But outside of me, there's no real school for that. There's no,
I tell every young starlet 312-218. No.
But is this for the flip phone or for the iPhone? Which line do they get?
The rotator dial. They never.
The old rotary?
Yeah.
The bat phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not something that I ever wanted, but again, I'm so grateful. I can't imagine doing anything else right now.
Well, you're a natural in this, and this is good. I mean, you really
Thank you.
are. This is. You're going to go.
Are you guys
I want
hiring?
a piece of your future.
Can I replace Steve?
I don't want anything to do with your past. But you want? Oh, this means we have to go?
Oh, it means
fine. I'll fly across the country to come to the show, and now you ask me to leave? No. Tell me about Candace there.
Candace, well, she's absolutely single.
Yes.
First and foremost.
No, well, I'm not. But anyway, we met 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
She'll tell you that.
What happened?
But this is about you. But we met. We met on the Say What karaoke thing that I did. He hosted it.
Yes.
Oh my God! We've been trying to find those clips. Can you get us those clips? Because we asked the internet. No, seriously, we asked the internet for them ages ago, and somebody drummed up one clip, which was only a part of a clip, and there was a feather boa involved and Lady Marmalade. I think.
That was a different special. But this is the one that I won my trip to Jamaica. So
yes.
That's what he hosted.
Yeah, and wasn't that hotel just awful? Yeah.
So as a parting gift, maybe you could fly back sometime and bring us those clips on the show, because we'd love to see them.
I would love to do it. And
Thank you.
Continued success to you.
Thanks
You
for
are a
coming
really
down.
great guy. I'm very happy to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, of course, it's time for my final thought. You know, there's a lot to be said for consistency. It's challenging to show up every day for a live hour-long variety show for 17 years or whatever. But after a while, it can become easy or even comforting. And there's a lot to be said for knowing Kevin was going to be on your screen every afternoon. The police certainly appreciated it because they always knew where he was. But eventually, everyone has to move on, try new things, leaving home. It's part of the human experience. Change can be frightening, but usually it's a good thing, especially if we learn from our past experiences. Lessons like, don't drink a lot of hot sauce. Don't try to raise a ham baby as a single dad. And don't ever wear that stupid mustache again, Kevin. You look like a trailer park child molester.
Yeah, got it.
Even worse, you look like a guest on my show. And by the way, he'll be on next Thursday. Continued success to the Attack of the Show, and to Kevin, I know you do well wherever you go. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Goodbye. I get moist every time I hear that. And now Candace went to an animation super studio.
Welcome to Titmouse. It's truly a one-stop shop for animation. Let's go see how it's done. Titmouse's Chris Prynowski opened the doors to his studio to give us a look at what goes into creating their futuristic car-centric series Motor City, currently airing on Disney XD. Since the early years of television, cartoons have been a permanent fixture in the American household. Today, they are in demand globally and turned into a multi-billion-dollar business.
Come on, give me a break. First-time mushroom climber here.
How did you come up with the name Titmouse? Because every time I say it, it makes me laugh.
It's really just a stupid name. It's the name of a bird, which is way cuter than you think it is, its sounding name. But originally, I thought this was going to be a T-shirt company, and I kept getting jobs for freelance animation, and then ultimately I was like, well, I guess now it's animation studio. You know, Motor City and some of the other shows, we actually animate here in the States, which is rare these days. A lot of stuff gets shipped overseas.
Get back! Hey!
You don't use CG, right?
It's kind of all CG in a weird way, because everybody, even if they're drawing a picture, they're drawing it on a magical computer screen.
That's the thing that took the electro blast to the face. I guess it got an energy boost.
What are we going to be looking at today?
We're going to see 3 different things. Design encompasses all types of designs for the show. Backgrounds, characters, vehicles, animation. That's where they make it move around. Then you're going to see compositing, which is where they take all the designs and the animation and put it together. That's when it becomes the really fresh styles.
So with the design, how does it all start? Do you come up with a sketch first?
We come up with a concept. It's a bunch of dorks like me.
Oh.
There's a first initial sketch like that, and he comes up with a more complete design.
So once we have the final concept approved, we'll go into the 3D modeling. And here's a grayscale model
Oh, wow.
of this design.
So is this the whole design process?
That's for the props, for the cars. For the characters, it's much different because we don't go to 3D with this. So we do concepts, and these are actually Robert Valley's concepts for the characters. Then we take those concepts and make them more applicable for animation.
Although they were all amazing, one character design in particular stood out from the rest.
What? No way. I love it. It looks exactly like me. Can I have a printout of this so I can take it home with me?
Absolutely.
Really?
We got a printer.
Yay! This is the second stage, and it's called animation.
Animation.
So the first thing what we get is basically what is a storyboard, and it's the storyboard artist draws a little comic of what they want to have happen in the scene.
Okay.
So in this shot, a big dog jumps on a car and starts attacking it. And the next thing what we do is we have our CG animators animate our CG cars. So then what I do is I animate the robot dog jumping on the car.
What kind of software do you use?
We were using Flash right now for the animation, and we use a little bit of Photoshop too when we animate.
Okay, so this is the final step, right?
Yes, it's compositing. So you take backgrounds, you take 3D animation, you take effects animation, you take character animation, and you slap it all into a big compositing sandwich.
So basically we have all the backgrounds, and then we have effects element like the speed lines, and then we have the car itself in 3D.
Once this gets cut into an edit process, then we go into the whole sound process. The sound designer wants to see all this fancy pants stuff. They want to see the fresh styles before they put the good sounds on.
I want to thank Chris and Titmouse for my crash course in animation. Make sure to check out Motor City on Disney XD.
Told you we had a printer.
Ah, you do! Yay! Thanks, Candace!
Hey, do you want to win stuff? Yeah. Of course you do. Head on over to g4tv.com/road to E3 right now.
You could win a PlayStation 3, courtesy of the new 2013 Ford Focus ST. Hooray!
Hooray! Now for the day's headlines.
Here's Sarah Underwood.
Thanks, guys. Let's start the feed.
All the news you need to know.
It's Tuesday, May 29th, and here are your top stories. Listen up, Apple fanboys. Here is a first look at what might be the next iPhone. 9 to 5 Mac has snapshots, they say, show both the front and back of the iPhone 5, which is expected to be released in October. It's said to be the same width as the current model, but taller to accommodate the almost 4-inch screen. The photos also show a repositioned earphone jack on the bottom of the device for the first time, and the rumored smaller dock connector. That's right, I said a new, smaller USB connection. So that charger and fancy Bose dock you just bought will be 100% grade A useless. I know. In other Apple news, Sotheby's is putting a memo written by the one and only Steve Jobs up for auction. And guess what? You can't afford it. The 4-page memo to one of his supervisors during his days at Atari was about improving their World Cup coin arcade game, a deviation of Pong. The 1974 document is expected to fetch for $10,000 to $15,000. Also appearing at the auction will be a working Apple I motherboard. The pricey pieces of Apple history will hit the auction block on June 15th. Now, NASA is trying to play Hall Monitor of Space after demanding contestants competing for Google's Lunar X Prize agree to a strict set of guidelines. 26 teams are competing for the $30 million prize that will be awarded to the first privately funded rover to land on the moon. Now, if and when they land, they'll have to abide by new rules meant to prohibit the teams from tampering with Apollo artifacts and interfering with any past landing sites. Now, there's no word on how NASA plans to enforce these rules since, they don't even have a way of getting to the moon anymore. Even so, I'm pretty sure the people going up there aren't the vandalizing type, so yeah. And finally, you'd better watch what you say online or you might end up on the Department of Homeland Security's watch list. The agency just released a lengthy list of trigger words that their security analysts use to monitor potential threats online. And now, while there are some no-brainers like nuclear and dirty bomb, the laundry list of no-nos also includes such innocuous words like pork, cloud, ice, and Mexicals. So just know that the next time you're on G-Chat discussing your love of bacon and Mexican popsicles, somebody might be listening in. Thanks, Patriot Act. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you have just been fed. Stick around. There's more Attack of the Show coming up right after
this. Tomorrow on Attack of the Show.
Burn Notice star and Evil Dead legend Bruce Campbell will be here live to introduce Kevin to his boomstick. Then we rate Canon's new top-of-the-line SLR camera in Gadgetron. And Grace Helbig heads into the woods with the cast of Snow White and the Huntsman. Let's hope she makes it out okay.
It's Attack of the Show tomorrow at 7.
Clothes in today's threads can help support our veterans.
Yeah, you're not going to get that at the Gap.
Threads!
If the same old threadbare tees have you feeling fashion fatigue, check out these killer clothes. First up, amp your accessories with some loot from bullets to bandages. The concept was created by 2 former naval officers with a mission to build a brand that symbolizes giving thanks to soldiers and veterans. From necklaces to belts and bracelets, this socially responsible retailer makes their accessories from once-fired bullets as an homage to servicemen and women. But if you're not big on bling, score a service-inspired tee or hat. 15% of the store's profits go to veteran-focused groups like Green Beach America and Operation Marathon. So make your cash count and score some clothes with a cause from bulletstobandages.org. Next up, add some stats to your style with these t-shirts from Pop Chart Lab. The store was founded in 2010 with one goal in mind: to illustrate all human experience in chart form. And whether a taxonomy of rap names tickles your threads, or the many varieties of beer better suits to your taste, these prints have one thing in common: hours of research. So from the relative sizes of fearsome predators to an anthology of every notable controller ever made for a video game console, these are some factually thorough tops. If this t-shirt science suits your style, visit popchartlab.com. And finally, check out these conversation-worthy clothes from betabrand.com. This online-only retailer designs, manufactures, and releases new inventions each week. With modern mashups like the executive hoodie and dress pants sweatpant, you can rock boardroom style without sacrificing living room comfort. Now, if you like to mix business and pleasure, get your hands on this reversible smoking jacket for instant Hefner status. And if corduroy pants are hurting your sneaking game, snag Betabrand's quarter rounds. The cords are cut horizontally so your crotch won't be making music every time you take a step. But act fast for these novel garments because only a few hundred products are dropped for each design. So clean up that closet and make some space for these new threads.
Well, I'll pull down the pinky.
Yes, please.
Two,
not yet.
two
We've got a
shows.
couple more seconds on this show.
Oh, okay. I guess that counts. Still 3 guys. I'm still here. I'm never leaving. I want to thank all of you, first and foremost. I want to also thank Chris Gore, Sarah Underwood, and Jerry Springer for coming on to let me interview him about me.
And
but
don't
mostly
miss
about him.
Jerry hosting The Price is Right at Bally's in Las Vegas through next week.
What?
And thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Candace Bailey.
Thank you, Kevin
We're
Pereira.
going to Vegas, everybody. Okay, now 2 left. I'll see you tomorrow.
Now 2.
I'll see you Thursday.